أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to this extraordinary Executive Council meeting, which is in hybrid format. Assalamu alaikum to each one of you, councillors, as well as those who are viewing this online. This meeting is curate, and we will start the proceedings with recitation verses from the Holy Quran. And I invite the Assistant Secretary General, Ali Jawad Bhai Hansraj, to recite a few verses. Welcome him with salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Welcome the President, the Chairman of this meeting, Al-Hajj Safdar Bhai Jafar. Bismillah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa bihi nasta'in wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ahli baytihi tahirin. Respected councillors, Salamun alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to the extraordinary meeting of this 5th Executive Council meeting, which is being held on a hybrid basis with our physical presence at the WF headquarters at the WF House in London. To give you a brief preamble on this meeting today, on the 14th of September 2023, we received the resignation of the Chair of the Electoral Commission, Al-Hajj Jafar Bhai Dharamsi. On the 15th of September, the Secretary General of the World Federation acknowledged the resignation, and in his letter to Jafar Bhai, quoted the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the reference of Tahful Uqul, where the Prophet says, the attribute of a man of intellect is that he is clement towards one who behaves rashly with him, overlooks the faults of one who wrongs him, is humble even towards one who is lower than him in rank, tries to get ahead of those above him in his quest for good. Whenever he wishes to speak, he contemplates if what he wants to say is good. He says it and benefits as a result, and if it is bad, then he keeps quiet and remains safe as a result. When a temptation arises before him, he holds fast to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and guards his hand and his tongue. If he sees virtues in it, he seizes it, neither losing his modesty thereat, nor displaying any greed. These are the 10 qualities by which a man of intellect may be known. Jafar Bhai Dharamsi, his contribution to this community is well known for decades. Having served at Wessex Jamaat, having served as the President of the Council of European Jamaat, having served at various capacities of the World Federation, including being the Chair of the Electoral Commission. And I want to take this opportunity of recording deep appreciation to Jafar Bhai Dharamsi on behalf of the entire House for the services he has contributed to the community And we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase the tawfiqat of Jafar Bhai Dharamsi. On that basis, it was on the 16th of September that the Secretary General wrote to this august body, the Executive Council, about the resignation. And then the Secretary General in his communication mentioned that the resignation of Jafar Bhai leaves the Electoral Commission with 2 members still in place, Murabbi Dr. Jafar Darsi, my apologies, and Brother Shakir Ali Rawjani, who both continue to be members of the Electoral Commission. This, of course, triggers the appointment of the chair of the Electoral Commission, as per clause 27 of the Constitution, that states, in the event of a vacancy of or resignation by any of the 3 individuals in the Electoral Commission, or if found by the Executive Council to be in violation of the SOP process, the Executive Council shall have the power to appoint a commissioner or commissioners by a simple majority of the Executive Council. In his letter to yourselves, the Secretary General outlined 2 options. Either we wait to elect the chair of the Electoral Commission in Karachi when we have our Executive Council, inshallah ta'ala, that will take place on the 31st and the 1st of January, 31st of December and the 1st of January as one option, or to convene an extraordinary Executive Council with only one agenda item, and that would be to elect the Electoral Commissioner, the chair of the Electoral Commission. Now, the rationale that was provided in his circular to yourselves was that considering the SOP for electing the president adopted at the extraordinary conference held in June 2023 here in London, in which majority of you participated, is very onerous. And if you look at clause 4.3 for the Electoral Commission in the SOP, the Electoral Commission shall prepare a set of rules for the presidential elections, which shall include but not limited to the procedures, guidelines, and requirements for conducting the elections, the presidential elections, in a fair and transparent manner, and the resolution of any disputes relating to the presidential elections. The Electoral Commission shall present all such rules to the Executive Council for deliberations and approvals prior to the election. Whilst there is no doubt about the competency of the 2 remaining members of the Electoral Commission, but they are handicapped at a time they most need their chair to lead them in delivering clause 4.3 of the SOP at the Karachi ExCo for deliberations and approvals and preparing for the presidential elections in early 2024. The timelines would be extraordinarily tight if we waited till December. He therefore gave the council until 22nd of September to respond back so that the decision could be made whether we should wait till December or call this extraordinary conference. Majority of you, including the regional leadership, came back to the Secretariat and suggested that we hold the extraordinary ExCo with immediate effect so that the chair can be elected and the chair together with his team can prepare for the meeting of the ExCo in December, and clear plans are outlined, particularly in relevance to the SOP that was approved unanimously or with a vast majority here at WF House in June. And therefore, this meeting has been organized with 2 agenda items: the recitation of the verses of the Holy Quran, with which we always commence our meetings. And now we move to the second item of the agenda, the appointment of the chair of the Electoral Commission. And at this point in time, I would like to hand it over to the Secretary General to proceed with the process of the appointment of the chair of the Electoral Commission. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Just a reminder, if anyone, because this is a hybrid meeting, most of you are online, or most of us are online, we are here physical. If there are any questions, anyone wants to speak, there is comment that we put in SSS in the comment box. We are using Zoom, so put SSS there. If there anyone who wants to raise a point of order, then it's PPP. And inshallah, we will, as always, in the order of putting in, we will then come to that. As per the Constitution, this is an appointment. And we also shared with you how we will proceed, inshallah. I will therefore open up for nominations for the chair of the Electoral Commission. And I will ask if there are any nominations. And it will be in the way of proposing and seconding. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Please, if anyone would like to propose, then type in SSS and we will come to you, inshallah. We can see that Arif Bhai Jaxi. Please, Arif Bhai, please, if you can unmute yourself and.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. At this point in time, I'd like to nominate Brother Fayaz Datu of Canada to serve as the chairman of the Electoral Commission.
Ahsan. So this is so it is Brother Fayaz Datu. May I ask, is he of which Jamaat?
He is part of the ISIJ Toronto Jamaat, that is a member of ExCo.
Thank you very much. May I ask, is there anyone who seconds this? Muhammad Arif Bhai Jagani, would you like to come in? Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I would like to second the proposition from Brother Arif Bhai Jaxi for Brother Fayaz Datu as electoral commissioner. Thank you.
Ahsan, thank you. We have a propose and a second. Now, may I ask, are there any other nominations to this position of the chair of the Electoral Commission? I will wait just for a moment if there are any further. Whilst we are waiting, because this is a hybrid meeting, the person, Brother Fayaz Datu, is not a councillor, is not part of this meeting room. Therefore, he has to acknowledge himself, accept the nomination, and has to come online. Therefore, I will ask, which you will see on the screen just now from our tech team secretariat, that Brother Fayaz Datu, please, if you can email to this email address, electoralcommission@worldfederation.org. In that email, please send your name, your email address, state your phone number, also state which Jamaat you are a member of, and that you are accepting the nomination. We will await that email to come in, and thereafter we will send you a link to join this meeting room. It is on Zoom, so you will have to join in Zoom. Hassan, one moment. And as you see, that because the possibility of having more than one nomination, therefore this email which would go to the electoral commissioner, so hence I will have to ask the electoral commissioners. So Dr. Jafar Darsi, please, if you receive the email, then if you can please let us know that you have received the email. And whilst that is going on, I'm going to ask again, is there anyone who would like to nominate any other person for this? And I see that there is a question which Pramukh Sab Arif Bhai Jaxi would like to come in. Please, Arif Bhai, Bismillah.
The email address has 3 M's in Electoral Commission. Can you just check if that's correct? We just want to make sure that email does come through.
Ahsant. And it must be that I myself have done this mistake. Usually I have very bad spelling. May I ask the Secretariat please to look at that? Put on the screen the correct commission with 2 M's. Ahsant. Appreciate that very much. Rasul Bhai, Bhamani, you have a question. Bismillah, Rasul Bhai, please. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, Arifai.
Salam.
Yeah, the question is that if it's possible to bring Fayaz Bhai on Zoom, if he consents to his nomination, so he can just give the councillors a couple of minutes introduction as to his expertise or what he does, so that we get to know a bit more about him,
Ahsant.
and if he's got any experience in the role that he has put his name forward for. A request.
Ahsant. And Rasul Bhai, very much we are aligned of this. So when he will be coming in, if he accepts the nomination, that is, then we will welcome him to introduce himself. And that goes for any other candidate who is proposed seconded, that they will come in and they will introduce themselves, inshallah. We have Dr. Jafar Darsi, please, on behalf of the Electoral Commission, please. Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum jamia.
Alaikum salam. You are audible. Bismillah.
Alhamdulillah. So I can confirm that we have received an email from Fayaz Bhai Datu from an email ID fayazdatu@gmail.com. He confirms that he's a member of ISIJ Toronto Jamaat and accepts the nomination for the position of the chairman of Electoral Commission for the WF for the term in question. And he's shared his mobile number and his email ID. May I request, if that's appropriate, then the IT team should allow him to come into the meeting room so that we can get his introduction as requested.
Ahsant. Please, Secretariat, please proceed accordingly so that he can come in and we can validate, and also for him to introduce himself. Thank you. Whilst we are waiting for him to join, this is a part of we are just waiting. Let's remember that we are in times which are unprecedented, and as such, the community has come together in support of those who have been killed, those who have been attacked, and as such, as per the statement which we shared from His Eminence, let us take a moment here to recite Al-Fatiha for all those people of Palestine, Gaza, who have been affected. Surah Al-Mubarak Al-Fatiha.
Hey, Assalamu alaikum. I'm waiting. Sikia, wait. I think you didn't get the email. No. Are you on Zoom link already?
Arif bhai, are you speaking to someone or what? Or you are okay? Thank you. So, brothers and sisters, we are waiting for Fayaz Bhai to come in. We have, I understand from say, has sent the email. And I just heard also Arif Bhai Jaxi trying to reach out to the person he has nominated. So we need the person to come into the meeting room, yeah? Thank you. So as you all know that we are waiting we have received one nomination so far, but has to show himself in. I ask again, are there any other nominations? Then please do come.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This is Fayaz Datu here.
Asante. Can you please switch on your video, please? Asan.
Yes,
Welcome.
I will. I just wanted to confirm my audio first.
Absolutely. You are very audible.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you if you turn your mobile phone the other side, because I think
sure.
the background, yeah. Although the background is what we all feel in our hearts. Asante. Thank you very much. Welcome, Fayaz Bhai.
Thank you.
Please, I'm going to ask a few questions. So your name is Brother Fayaz Datu.
Yes.
And which Jamaat are you member of, please?
ISIJ of Toronto.
Ahsan, thank you very much. Now, at this point, first of all, we have received a proposal and a second. We have not received any other nominations. And as such, we are going to ask you
Yes, go ahead.
Fayaz Bhai, may I ask you to introduce yourself, please? And if you can succinctly take some time and introduce, because so that the Executive Council comes to know you, please. If we allow you to have 5 minutes, please. Bismillah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, respected councillors, chair of the meeting, and the president of WF Jamaat. I'm live from Toronto. My name is Fayaz Datu. I've lived on 2 continents. Was born in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and migrated to US for studies, and have been living in Canada for the last 30 years. I'm affiliated with ISIJ of Toronto all my adulthood life, and there was a question regarding introducing myself and some of the work I've done in the community. I was the deputy speaker and speaker of ISIG of Toronto for over 6 years, during which I witnessed, chaired, and was the electoral commission for the local Jamaat Toronto between 2012 and 2018 until my terms were over. Recently, last year, I was involved with NASIMCO in being the chair of the CRC Constitutional Review Committee, where I work with 4 lawyers, 2 ladies and 2 gents, to put together the CRC review as well as recommendations for NASIMCO's incorporation in the North America. That took place last year, and it was successfully adopted as the new constitution. Those are my areas of work. I have studied in the US in electrical engineering and computer science, and I practice in the area of risk compliance and governance. And that's basically in a nutshell to go over that. Why am I seeking this position? To introduce a level of culture, talent, and technology that I think can move this august body forward in sense of being positive, responsive, transparent, and accountable. Increase and streamline and optimize the policies and procedures and practices that fall within the Electoral Commission, and start working and thinking about secure e-ballot framework for the grassroots. All these three areas have direct impacts on the grassroots, and that's what my experience was. I spent 30 years of my life in Toronto, of which 20% of it was as a person who did not have voting rights because of the Constitution. So I do understand what impact it has on grassroots, and I just want to lend some of that experience I have. That's all I have for now. Thank you.
Hassan, thank you very much. I wanted to just see if anyone has got any questions to ask Fayaz Bhai. I take it as that introduction people don't have, but is being familiarized. And as we don't have any other nomination, we hereby table that Fayaz Baidatu is appointed as the chair of the Electoral Commission. May I request everyone to welcome him and the future progress of this community with Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Ahsan. Mr. Chairman.
I would like to take this opportunity of congratulating Fayaz Baidatu and reminding him of the huge responsibility he carries as the chair of the Electoral Commission. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on behalf of all of us to give him tawfiq to work with the best of his abilities in the best interest of the charity with full transparency, governance and accountability as he has pledged in his speech. With this, the meeting comes to an end, and I really want to, there are a few people who want to speak. Probably join me in congratulating Fayaz Bhai. So I will ask the Secretary General to allow a few observations.
Asant, we will still be on this agenda item. We will not have any other agenda item at all. And Salat here is in 3 minutes, so we will not be able to use more than this time per se. Salim Bhai Ramtullah, Bismillah.
Pramukh Sahab, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I know you were finishing it, but I'm at the airport, so there might be a lot of noise behind me. I just wanted to congratulate Fayaz Bhai and wish him good luck on this mammoth task that we have ahead. And inshallah, we will have a fruitful election this time. Inshallah, good luck to everyone. Thank you.
Asan, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining this meeting, which has been on different time zones. Some of you very early, some of you very late. As such, we are now, inshallah, looking forward to work, and we have the next Executive Council meeting, which the notice had gone out for 31st December and 1st of January. Inshallah, we welcome you all to Karachi, Pakistan, inshallah. This meeting is now come to an end, so hence it is adjourned, and we say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This meeting is hereby closed. Thank you.